So we're here at the Prince Edward County Cannery with Virginia Food Works to learn about the programs and the opportunities they present for farmers as well as home vegetable producers to further process their products. So Ms. Alley, what can you tell us about Virginia Food Works and the services you provide?
The cannery has been around for quite a while, but most recently we have been helping commercial clients, which means people who want to make products for resale. And so they do not have to be personal consumption only or sales only at the farmer's market, but sales that could actually go through a grocery store and sold through a distributor or a third party.
Okay.
And so we have a couple of interesting ways that folks can use this facility. One of them is we have a full service co-packing company. So a farmer can drop off produce, let's say it's an apple, they can drop off apples and we can bottle the product, put a label on it, put the lid on it, and have it batch coated and ready for retail sale.
Okay.
We have a basic applesauce recipe with sugar or without sugar or with lemon juice or with cinnamon. So we have some variations that are tested here and that work well with our equipment. Other services that we provide is we run out the cannery by the hour. And so someone can come in, make their personal recipe, take their personal label jars, get inspected here, and we have a very affordable hourly rental rate, and it comes with all kinds of free assistance and information on how to use the equipment, and all of our services to help start new businesses is all free.
So what do you see as your biggest client base for the facility?
So we have three different types of clients. We have food entrepreneurs who do not use local products, but they need a place to create a recipe in bulk.
Okay.
And so those folks might source ingredients from a food service, but they want to make product year-round and not only make products when the fresh produce is in season. So we have this type of client. There are also food entrepreneurs who do have a local product, and here's an example of one here, Po River Apiary. This client has her own apiary and her own honey, and she also grows her own pepper, so here is her honey habanero sauce. So she makes this in batches when the honey is in and when the peppers are in, and you have to speculate for year-round sales. And the third type of client is a farm who would like to make, again, a product from their own ingredients.
Okay, so if somebody wanted to interface with Virginia Food Works, what's the best way to get that kind of information?
We have a website, and it is www.virginiafoodworks.org. And there you can see the detailed services and the detailed pricing.
And then you will further help them as they call in. You've got the full service, you talked about the co-pack, and then people can rent and show up here. There's also plenty of people who use the facility for personal use. Can you tell us a little about that?
Absolutely. For 40 years now, Prince Edward County has made this facility available to home gardeners or folks who love to go to the farmer's market and buy canned tomatoes, or go to the local produce auctions and buy produce in bulk. Anything that they want to keep year-round for personal consumption, and they can come here 3 mornings a week during the summer hours and put things into cans. For home canning, you only pay for the can used, plus a $1 fee, a service fee. And this is available Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday mornings here at the cannery.
Now that is extremely affordable. How is that possible given that this is a business?
Right. Thanks to Prince Edward County, they have been funding this cannery for years, and they have enabled the continued operation of the home canning service as well as the expansion into commercial and retail. We've also had significant assistance from the Tobacco Commission of Virginia, which has funded a lot of our processing equipment that we use for making products for resale. For instance, they have funded filling machines and food pumps and continuous flow chopping machines and label applicators, and those types of machines that allow someone to take that next step up into more efficient production.
So it's as automated as you can possibly make it given the services you provide.
And the nice thing is because we are small, we can help someone who only wants to make 50 to 100 jars, but we can also help someone who wants to make a few thousand jars. That's all within this nice medium scale. You know, we are not your Heinz and your Del Monte, but we can work with each individual client, look at the type of produce that they're growing and where they want to take that, and we can try to work with the equipment that's offered and make that a reality.
Well, maybe the next Heinz is out there. And
That's
they've got
right.
the idea, and this facility is the next step. What a
Absolutely.
wonderful idea. Now, you mentioned home consumption. Why is that distinction important?
Very good question, John. There is a significant danger in botulism, and so botulism occurs over this magical pH number of 4.6. So any food product that falls outside of this 4.6 range is one that we cannot make for further resale as a commercial product.
Now, a lot of these products have an ingredients list. I would assume there's a recipe. So if someone could come to you with their own recipe, is that correct?
So the USDA and the Virginia Department of Agriculture has given Virginia Food Works and the Prince Edward County Cannery funding to create 10 new recipes. And what this means is that a farmer who, say, grows tomatoes can call us and say, how can you take my second tomatoes and turn it into a viable retail product?
Okay.
And
so value-added processing. is the
value-added
concept.
processing. And what can I take advantage of when I walk in the door without having to do it myself? So we are developing 10 recipes, and examples of these recipes are a tomato soup that is to die for.
Okay.
So
you've sampled all these?
We have
Okay.
sampled all these. A mushroom vinaigrette using local shiitake mushrooms and other types of mushrooms.
Okay.
We have a pepper jelly using sweet and hot peppers. That is one of our best sellers so far. We have basically products that highlight Virginia produce that make a very easy entrance into the marketplace. So one does not have to come up with their own recipe, figure out the ingredients, the volume, the cost to make it. But if someone has a special grandma's jam recipe or a salsa that's been in their family for a while, we can definitely work with them to take the steps necessary to turn that into a retail product. And typically we work with Virginia Tech. They have a fantastic food innovations program, and Joelle Eifert there is very helpful with jars and lids and labels, and also making sure that the ingredients and the pH of that product falls within a safe processing range.
And it's all about food safety when we have to go through those steps.
Okay. Absolutely.
What a wonderful service. I really appreciate the time here in the cannery. Prince Edward Cannery has been such a wonderful tour and such a neat place to visit. So thank you, Allie.
Thank you for
We
coming.
Appreciate your time.